Hi everyone, I'm Saul, and welcome to Road to Damascus. And no, I was not planning on making the video today. This is not even part of Saints in a Year. This isn't even part of a series. Like, let's just be straight up. This is just me wanting to talk to y'all. Something's been weighing on my mind since yesterday, the last day of 2025. And it felt like this video belongs at the very beginning of this year. Every new year, we talk about resolutions, diets, gym memberships, new routines. And those things aren't bad. But before we rush into changing our bodies, I think we need to pause and reflect on something deeper. We were watching Stranger Things together. And yes, some of you are probably like, Saul, come on, it's not a Christian show. And we're aware of that. But we know our faith pretty well. Watching something secular doesn't shake our beliefs in Christ or the teachings of the church. If anything, it often creates talking points. Way to understand the culture that we're living in and how we respond to it as Christians. But something stood out to me. Over and over again, the Lord's name was taken in vain. And it wasn't shocking, because everywhere now, movies, TV, social media, everyday conversation, it's become the new normal. Then another thought hit me. It's almost as if the studios would rather use the Lord's name casually than actually using curse words. Because if they were to use harsher language, their ratings would go up. Such as if their rating for a film or TV series is PG-13, it can move up to rated R or for mature audience if they were to drop an F-bomb. So instead, they rather use God's name and use that as a substitute. Basically like if it was a safe word. But that language that keeps the ratings low, but still carries weight. But here's the problem. Using God's name in vain isn't lighter language. It isn't cleaner. It's not harmless. For a Christian, it should be understood as one of the most harshest forms of language, because it takes what is sacred and treats it as it's disposable. We live in a world where people are extremely careful about being politically correct, careful about what to say, careful about what they might offend. Yet there seems to be no concern at all when the sacred name of God is being used casually, angrily, or without thought, as if his name means nothing more than filler language. God's name isn't just a word. It's sacred. It represents who he is. And when the name of God is treated casually, it reveals something deeper. Not hatred, but forgetfulness. We become so familiar with God that we've forgotten how holy he actually is. And this didn't just stop there. Before midnight, on the last night of 2025, me and my wife, also watching TV, we were watching the Nashville New Year's countdown. A comedian came out and made a joke. And it started off like it was going to be a moment of celebration, mentioning that America had its first pope. Then it crossed the line. You can look up the joke for yourself. I'm not going to repeat it. All I can tell you was, it wasn't clever, it wasn't insightful, it wasn't funny. It was unnecessary, and the TV went off immediately. And that's when something became clear to me. The Catholic Church has become an easy target. In the secular world, mocking the church isn't just tolerated, it's rewarded. People who would never speak this way about other religions feel completely comfortable doing it about ours.